MD in homeopathy, and then PhD. She is doing a regular PhD. So that's a very good thing for a person who is doing just soon after completing the MD. She got admission in a regular PhD and now doing so she is a PhD scholar now. And the most important point I would like to mention about her is that she has presented more than 76 presentations in webinar in different part of India for a different subject also, various subject. That means she might have covered almost all subject under the sun. And that is what I would like to mention about it. All these things were written in our posters yesterday. The posters released yesterday, and she has published 2 to 3 articles in various uh, journals from our homeopathy field. Anyway, let us invite Dr. KATARI LAVANYA SAI. She is presenting, talking about the one of the different subject, and that subject itself is has a beauty, the pharmacovigilance. That is something different. What might have been, what shall be, what could be. So let us know what is what. Let us invite Dr. Lavanya Sai to this session. Welcome, Doctor.
Good evening, sir. A very good evening to all the dignitaries over here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I hope all will enjoy the session, which is going to start in a couple of minutes. Sir, if you don't mind, I was unable to share my screen. It's telling that only host can share the screen, I think.
Yes. Now you can share. You are the co-host now. You can share now from your side.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
So, Hemi sir can speak for a while about the session till she.
So the topic is about
Pharmacovigilance.
pharmacovigilance. Very nice session topic related to the pharmacy, and so nowadays it is very much important that we should know aware about the area where to use and where not to use. What are our limitations and what are our rights? Rights and limitations is very important because we have to follow, and the practice has to be done only within the regulation dimensions of the regulations. So if you are not following that, now the scenario is becoming very difficult to practice at court. So she has taken a very nice topic, pharmacovigilance, how it is being managed by the other, and it will be managed your self-discipline. So these are the 2 factors that is required as a homeopath for us to know about that. You got the PPT, sir?
No, sir. It's.
He has not sent you.
It's coming.
You have given a number.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Lavanya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have the one.
Okay.
Because it was there in the profile itself, so I could.
Okay, that's good.
That's why.
Have you received the number?
Yes, sir. We contacted each other.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I just mailed you, sir. If you could check it out.
Okay, good.
Before starting to the topic, I just want to these are the content which I am going to cover in this session. So first there will be introduction. Sir, could you please change the slide, sir?
Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Introduction aims. So I had to go to the other side, second slide, third slide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Coming on to the topic introduction, pharmacovigilance, which is the need of the hour, which we want to know even after processing the clinical trials of the drug, and if any drug has been attained in the market, and any drug had the new drug has been to be discovered actually. So it is also called as drug safety. In this derived from the Greek word drug, and vigilance means to keep a watch on that certain effects after giving that certain drug. So it is called as a science and activities related to the assessment, detection, prevention of the adverse effects of that certain given drug. So in this, what can be learned is, after giving a drug, what are its basic effects already will be known to the clinical trials. But after the post marketing also, there are some adverse effects, there are some adverse events which have been uh, experienced by the patients to the certain disease by that certain drug. So that is the need of our which we should be known to us. So the main aim of this topic is to improve the patient care and safety, and to improve the public health and safety, and to continue the assessment benefit harm, like how much that drug, that certain drug contributes to the certain disease the certain disease reduction, and the half life of the drug, how much the ADME absorption of the drug, that can be also assessed in a better way by knowing all this pharmacovigilance of the drug. And coming on effectiveness and the risk of that certain medication also can be known. This can also promote the education and the clinical training also. In the one and to the other way, it also promotes the rational and safe usage of the medicines, so that the side effects and the adverse effects can be reduced by knowing and taking the note on it. Sir, could you please change the slide, sir?
It is stuck. I think the network is weak.
Oh.
You may talk about the same so that I shall try to.
Okay, sir. So the main responsibility of this pharmacovigilance is to timely collection of the data and so coming on to the need, what is the need to it? Humanitarian concern, like if we are bringing any drug to the human beings, first of all we will do the animal studies, after that in vitro studies, in vivo studies, and in silico studies, and after that we will come to the assessment and the drug approval by the CDSCO and all whatever may be. By that certain phases there are, as we all know, what are the clinical trials phases and all. So as a part of it, I am not going to that. Upon that, safety uses of the drug, which are many important for that patient's care, can be known. And ADRs are very expensive, like if the person is experiencing an ADRs or even after the drug approval, so that should be noted and that should be taken into consideration to enrich that effect, what made that persons to experience it. And coming on to the next, promoting the rational usage of the medicines, like it is pertain indirectly to the drug safety and ensuring public confidence to take that certain drug, and the most important, ethical concern. And coming on to the next, the governing bodies. What are the governing bodies of this pharmacovigilance? We will get into it. The pharmaceutical industries and the regulatory authorities, WHO and CIOMS, Council of International Organization of Medical Sciences. These are the governing bodies of pharmacovigilance. So coming on to the next, we will get what are the different methods by which they are going to assess the effects of that certain drug. Individual case safety reports, clinical review of case reports, cohort event monitoring, longitudinal electronic patient records, spontaneous reporting, periodic safety update report, PSUR, which is called as expected report, and record linkage. These are the certain methods which they will be following to assess the effects. So coming on to the next, individual case taking. In this, there is a yellow card system. According to, there are certain things by UK government, UK also, like this yellow card system of the pharmacovigilance section. So they should go and to the PSC centers of that certain, whether it is in India or UK or wherever it is, and they will give that card and the that form to fill up what they are experiencing after that certain medication. So their strength is signaling. Casual associations depend upon the skill and experience of the reporter and the documentation and characteristics of the event. What are the main effects and the characteristics, and how they are experiencing, and intensity, severity, duration can be assessed by filling those forms. Clinical review of case reports. The quality of report is variable. Large national and international organizations collect hundreds of thousands of reports each year, every of which can be possible by reviewed by the available reports. Even if each report could be reviewed, important report patterns would be missed, and some of the patients may not produce the some effects at the time. Some may produce the effects after complete taking of that half-life of that medicine. So to assess it, clinical review should be done according to the case reports. So coming on to the next, it is a cohort event monitoring. Cohort evening monitoring systems for intensified follow-up of selected medicinal products. So in these, the certain medicinal products will be assessed in a group way, so that the follow-up of the drug can be assessed by the in terms of symptoms. The main limitations of this is restriction to small subset of medicinal process and the relatively small fraction of the population covered. But the drawback of this is cohort means that pertaining to the certain population only we are going to know about the drug. So this is the main limitation of this monitoring. Longitudinal electronic patient records. In this, extremely valuable but underused. They cover the large area population over here and provide detailed information on both exposed and unexposed patients. In this, information is extracted directly from the computer system in which physicians store the patient's data. So after taking the patient's case sheet, everything, they will just computerize the data, and they will like privacy protection for the patients and the physician is the utmost importance will be given in this. So this is one of the management of the recording and management of the pharmacovigilance. Coming on to the next, spontaneous reporting. The reporting might be directly to the company or it will be the regulatory authority. As priorly we have mentioned, the governing bodies and the regulatory bodies, immediately they should visit that centers and they should fill that forms, and they should tell what they are experiencing after taking that certain medication. So, however, the main purpose is not the quantification of the frequency, but identification of the signals. How they are experiencing it is the main important thing in this. When becoming aware of serious adverse drug reaction, healthcare providers, pharmacies, pharmaceutical companies shall report to the health authority. If they have reported to the certain industry, they should report ultimately to the health authorities finally. Time frame of reporting. Report within a specific time frame upon knowing of any serious ADR. So they should analyze the time period also between the time period also to inform to the health authorities. Reporting methods and template shall submit the reports by post, fax, or internet. Whatever the comfortable feasibility of certain patient, they can be report likewise. A verbal report is also acceptable in emergency situations, but written submission should be completed before the deadline. If they have given any deadline between the surveillance area, so the verbal report is also acceptable over that, but the written submission should be taken below the deadline. Additional information or any serious ADR report not available at the time of initial report should be provided in the follow-up report. Whether the symptoms are present priorly, not present priorly, and if they are experienced now in the follow-up, so they have to tell to the certain physician regarding that certain events by on a written consent. So periodic safety update reports. Pre-marketing clinical trials may not be sufficient to reflect the product safety profile. Therefore, medicinally advanced countries impose the post-marketing drug safety monitoring the period on new drug. As we discussed earlier, only the clinical trials are not sufficient to assess the safety of the drug. After that, post-marketing surveillance also should be done accordingly. License holders should License holders shall proactively collect the post-marketing safety data, prepare PSUR, and submit them to the health authority. So that the certain industrial person should collect that post-marketing safety data, and they should send that certain data to the health authority. According to the regulation of the Medicaid products under safety monitoring, if pharmaceutical companies fail to submit the PSUR as required, then the health authority may reassess the safety of that concerned product. So if they didn't submit that PSUR, so they may reassess the safety of that concern by again taking the clinical trials and again from the animal studies. So they may assess as per the time of the need. The last PSUR should be submitted before the expiration of the drug safety monitoring period. The summary bridging report provides summarized information of the PSUR report. The summary bridging reports consist of the compilation of the all the symptoms in which the patient has been experienced already. Expected report. If there has been any spontaneous report of a suspected ADR to a pharmaceutical company, there are legal obligations on to the company to report serious actions within a specified time frame with a regulatory authority. So within the given time and the specified time, they should report it to the certain regulatory bodies. Based on the results of drug safety assessment, license holders shall report to the health authorities in an expedited manner. Record linkage. Bring together a variety of the patient records. So they should compile the data, and as it is of less expensive, but it is of a bit time consuming. So there are pharmacovigilance inspection also. So coming on to that, there are two types of pharmacovigilance inspections. One is routine inspections. One is targeted inspection. In the routine inspection, what they will do to make sure that pharmaceutical companies have the ability in performing pharmacovigilance activities, they just routinely check the drug production, whether the drug safety in that by directly visiting the pharmaceutical companies. Targeted inspections. Inspections irrelevant to the drug safety. Inspections irrelevant to the drug safety. Inspections relevant to the drug safety. In these companies, they have not been inspected earlier. Companies that launch the first product. Companies which are newly merged. If there is any compilation of the drug, any new collaboration of the companies, so they might inspect that certain companies also. Inspections relevant to the drug safety. Companies that delay to take the obligation of the safety monitoring. If the certain company is not able to produce that pharmacovigilance report in a timely way, so they will inspect in that certain company for the drug safety. Companies that delay to submit incomplete periodic safety update report. If there is any incomplete report submitted by them, they may inspect according to the company once again. Companies that do not report drug safety related issues. If there is any inappropriate information given by the company, or else they feel that some information is lacking, they might visit that certain company. So these pharmacovigilance are interrelated to adverse drug reactions. Adverse drug event reporting comprises of an identifiable patient, an identifiable reporter, a suspected drug, a suspected adverse event. So in this, the pharmacovigilance, they will just notify the so what type of areas they might be experiencing. These are the types of area. Non-immunological. Type A, which is of predictable. Type B, which is of unpredictable. Type immunological. Type 1, IgE mediated. Type 2, cytotoxic. Type 3, immune complex. Type 4, cell mediated. Miscellaneous, Jarisch Hershberg reaction and infectious mononucleosis. Non-immunological, type A. They will be assessed in the following manner: side effects, secondary effects, toxicity effects, mutagenicity, carcinogenicity, drug interactions, teratogenicity, non-immunological activation of effector pathways, exacerbation of the disease, metabolic alterations, drug-induced chromosomal damage, effect of spermatogenesis. So these are the some of the factors which are which will be seen in the predictable. So unpredictable is due to the intolerance and idiosyncrasy. So type A, side effects, undesirable and unavoidable effects of drugs due to the pharmacological property at recommended doses. Even though the recommended dose is given, they are just producing the side effects of the certain drug. For example, dry mouth from atropine therapy. So in coming on to the next secondary effect, indirect effect of the drug due to its principal action. Occurrence of the TB in corticosteroid therapy. Toxic effect. It is a pharmacological action due to overdosage. So the toxic dosage is produced due to the prolonged use or as the like overdoses. They may experience the ADE. Coma with barbiturates. Coming on to the next, mutagenicity and carcinogenicity. Metabolites from drugs can cause structural changes in chromosome to produce mutations. Example, anti-cancerous drugs. On a continuous taking of the drug, the metabolites which are present in a certain drug may change the chromosomal sequence, which is called ATGC pattern in the DNA. So coming on to that, they may change the chromosomal sequence also, resulting in mutation of that gene, certain gene. Drug interactions can occur before its absorption into systemic circulation. Like while binding to the receptors and drug and receptors binding in the systemic circulation, the drug may cause this effect. Teratogenicity. Fetal abnormalities produced due to drug intake by the pregnant woman. So as we all know, the pregnant should, while doing the pregnant woman should be given the prescription with the utmost care, as it may cause any effect to the baby. So while that area should be watchful. So coming on to the next, non-immunological activation of effector pathways. Some drug causes release of mediators from mast cells resulting in urticaria. Even some may experience the eosinophils like drug reactions and urticaria by taking some antibiotics, so that what they will test the antibiotics before giving to the patient. So that should be monitored accordingly. Exacerbation of disease. Barbiturates precipitate symptoms of polypharia. Metabolic alterations. Isoterotonin interfaces with VLDL metabolism and cause xanthoma. Drug-induced chromosomal damage, and it is also called as clastrogens. Example, antibiotics and anticonvulsants. Effects on spermatogenesis. So some drugs may act on spermatogenesis also. So the drugs are cytotoxic drugs can causes oligospermia. So the decrease in the sperm count. So coming on to the next, type B, appearance of toxic effects in a recipient to a therapeutic dose of drug. Example, triflupiravine single dose causing muscle dystonia in children. Idiosyncrasy. Uncertain reaction of the drug in genetically defect patient. Chloramphenicol causes bone marrow depression. So, how the reactions take place? Type 1, earlier exposure, AB format, exposure to the same drug, AB is to AB reaction, and the mast cells are reacted, mediators and urticaria. Example, penicillin and lignocaine. So, coming on to the next, drug and particular tissue. AB reaction, antigen antibody reaction, complement, and resulting to cytolysis. Like sometimes there may be ADR even after during the blood transfusion also. So that should be taken into consideration. Type 3, it is of retarded. Drug antigen antibody complex is formed, complement is formed, and there is inflammatory reaction. So type 4, delayed hypersensitivity reaction. So prior sensitization, the T cells of C receptors will release, and antigen antibody reactions are formed. And if the re-exposure is done, release of lymphokines are done. It attracts the granulocytes, and coming on, it will lead to inflammatory response. So some miscellaneous. So this is Jarisch hexanthemer reaction. This is seen when an infective disease is treated with antimicrobials due to the release of active substances from dead microorganisms and injured tissue, resulting in focal exacerbation of the lesions. Infectious mononucleosis. Ampicillin-induced morbilliform rash in patients suffering from infectious mononucleosis. So coming on to the next steps in ADR monitoring. Identifying the adverse reactions, assessing casualty, documentation of ADR, reporting serious areas to PV centers, pharmacovigilance centers, ADR or regulatory authorities. So this can be assessed by Naranjo algorithm. So for assessing, there is a scale. So there is a definite. If it is greater than 9, it is probable 5 to 8. If the score possible, if it is of 1 to 4, doubtful, it's below 0. So as you all can observe, this is the drug probability scale, Naranjo adverse drug reaction probability scale to assess the probability. So after that, Hartwig and Siegel scale also is used for assessing the severity. So if it is of mild ADRs are self-limiting and do not contribute to prolongation of length of hospital stay. And it is of moderate ADR, requires therapeutic information, or sometimes it may lead to hospitality. And severe ADRs are the life-threatening and they may lead to death also. So this is the suspected adverse drug reaction reporting form, as you all can observe. Application of pharmacovigilance, where it can be applied. In national drug policy, in a regulation of medicines, in clinical practice, in disease control health programs, in this it can be applied. So there are some terminologies which should be known in the pharmacovigilance. So what is signal? Reported information on a possible cause relationship which is being unknown or incompletely documented previously. More than one report is required to generate a signal. Before signals are published, they are first clinically assessed by the pharmacovigilance experts at Uppsala Monitoring Center, Sweden. This is the primary regulatory body of the this pharmacovigilance and adverse reactions. There are 3 types of signals which they have observed. Confirmed signals, causal relationship between the drug and the adverse event, repeated signals, no causal relationship, unconfined signals, requires further investigation. Coming on to the next, process of placing a adverse drug event report into 3 categories: non-serious case, serious case, and no case. Adverse drug reaction. Any noxious change which is suspected to be due to drug which occurs doses normally used in man, requires treatment or decrease in dose, or indicates caution in the future use of the same drug. Adverse drug event. Any untoward medical occurrence that may present during treatment with a medicine but which does not necessarily have a causal relationship with the treatment. So WHO ART. WHO adverse drug terminology is the dictionary for coding adverse reactions. This is maintained by Uppsala Monitoring Committee. COSTAR, coding symbols for thrust of adverse reaction. Terms developed by US FDA. But recently, COSTAR was replaced by MED-RA. MED-RA, Medical Dictionary for Regulatory Activities. International Medical Terminology Dictionary, originally available in English and Japanese. MED-RA is organized by system organ class, which is divided into high-level group terms, high-level terms, preferred terms, and low-level terms. MED-RA is managed by Maintenance and Support Service Organization. MSS4 releases new version twice in a year. March release is the main contains changes at the certain HLT level or above. September releases causes changes in PT level. Latest version was updated in September. So data mining, extract information from a data and transfer into an understandable structure for further use. And it is a practical machine language tools and techniques with Java. And is started in 1990. So these are some of the terms which you can observe. So coming on to the next, post-marketing surveillance. So it is the practice of monitoring the safety of a pharmaceutical drug or medicinal device. Often it has been released on the market and is important part of the science of pharmacovigilance. Since drugs are approved on the basis of the clinical trials, which involve a relatively small number of people and do not have any other medical conditions. Approaches are spontaneous reporting database, prescription event monitoring, electronic health records, and patient registries. Uses no fixed duration or patient population starts immediately after marketing. Report all areas help to detect rare areas. Post-marketing surveillance has three systems: area collecting and reporting, re-examination system, re-evaluation system. They will sources, focus groups, customer service, customer complaints and warranty claims, literature reviews, and media. So some of the benefits we can observe it: improvement of medical device quality, verification of risk analysis can be done, detection of chronic complaints, performance in different user population, and customer satisfaction. So need of post-marketing surveillance to develop information about drug effects, to find rare events, access to more patient data. So in these methods of surveillance, there will be controlled clinical trials, spontaneous recording, cohort studies, and case control studies. All adverse events occurring in a post-marketing surveillance should be submitted to Uppsala Monitoring Committee in the form of fact sheet. Fact sheet should be given to the certain email. Confirmation will be received in a cases within 3 days. Case report format, and both serious and non-serious should be reported. Reporter qualification should be specified in the ICSR. And these are all the pharmacovigilance program of India conducted. So PV is under the control of CDSCO, PVP, and Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, Directorate General of Health Services, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, Ghaziabad. The program is conducted by NCC, National Coordinating Center. So the main goals: to monitor areas, to create awareness among healthcare professionals about ADR, to monitor benefit risk profile of medicines, generate independent evidence-based recommendations, support the CDESCO, communicate the findings with all the stakeholders, create a national center. This PVPA is administered and monitored by steering committee, strategic advisory committee, technical support by signal review panel, core training panel, and quality review panel. And you can observe this is the structure of the governance structure. Coming on to the next, steering committee, scientific director will be there, head of the department pharmacy, AIM, nominee of the director general, assistant director general, under secretary as a representative of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, nominee of the vice chancellor of medical university, nominee of the Medical Council of India, nominee of Pharmacy Council of India. These are the steering committee members and the chairman, Drug Controller General India. These are the persons of the steering committee. PVPA is layered structure consists of 3 zones, like in the peripheral region, regional, and zonal. So in the peripheral, we will have National Pharmacovigilance Center, and the zonal, in the regional, in the zonal, we have zonal pharmacovigilance center, and in the regional, we will have a regional pharmacovigilance center. So there are collaboration with WHO and Uppsala Monitoring Committee for the training of the staff at the PVPA NCC, usage of UMC in VigiFlow for medications, access to VigiBase, access to early information about the safety hazard. So risk management, ensure availability and management of funds, conduct frequent training and awareness, detect and respond to underreporting areas, quality review of filled ADR forms, proper supervision of the centers, feedback to healthcare professionals. So monitoring and evaluation, process indicators, number of ADR monitoring centers participating, number of personal trainer in a year, funds budgeted and spent. Outcome indicators, number of reports received in a year, number of reports processed in a year, number of ADR reports submitted to VigiFlow. Impact indicators, number of the signals generated and confirmed, number of the safety related alerts issued by CDESCO. WHO Pharmacovigilance Program has been started in 1978. As it is located in Uppsala Monitoring Committee, as I said earlier, in the Sweden. The main functions, identification, analysis of new ADR signals, provision of WHO database in reference to the source, information exchange between WHO and UMC, publication, newsletters, guidelines, books in pharmacovigilance. Supplying tools like WHO drug dictionary and WHO adverse reaction terminology. Training in national centers, maintaining of computer software VigiFlow for the data. Annual meetings and research on pharmacovigilance. So overall, the main aspect in the pharmacovigilance is after the post-marketing, the drug assessment should be done properly by the WHO, UMC, and the regulatory bodies. This is the main impact of them. So the main thing about this is to categorize the drug effects and to generate the and divide the areas experienced by the persons. So this is, I want to conclude with this. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Sir, hello.
Yes. Yes, it's a very fast one. Even though there was some technical problem in the beginning, we were able to upload the uh, PPT, and so it was a big one. You covered all those things in the right time. Anyway, this is a thing that everybody need to study, but those who are interested in research work in homeopathy can take a sample out of it and go with this kind of presentation, so that you can definitely win the heart of the homeopathic lovers. Definitely, those who are, some of us are here, some of the doctors or participants may want to have a chat with you, Dr. Lavanya Sai. I think
Yes, sir.
is Dr. C. Those who want to communicate with Dr. Lavanya can raise your hand so that we will allow you to unmute. I invite Dr. Sridhar Rekurmusar to say a few words on the presentation. Sridhar Rekurmusar, are you there? If you are there, please unmute, sir. No, no response. Uh, Doctor, is it a 5-year project or a 3-year project for your research work? A regular.
Sir, actually, it's a 3 years project work, sir. If it is of regular PhD, here in Vinayaka Mission, it is of 3 years, sir.
Now, which university is conducting this research work?
Vinayaka Mission Homeopathy Medical College, sir, from Salem, Tamil Nadu.
Oh, you're at yes, at Salem, Tamil Nadu. It's good. Then,
Yes, sir.
how many publications are made from that college? No, lot.
Sir, as of now,
How many members are there with you to doing?
actually, according in my batch, along with me, there are 5 internals, sir, 5 internal PhDs, and one full-time PhD as myself. And Mansur Ali, sir, is our super senior, sir.
Yes, yes, we know that Mansoor Ali sir is from Kerala. He is
Uh,
he is the principal of Kerala Calicut Homeopathy Medical College, I think.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's a brilliant personality having very immense knowledge with homeopathy, and he's a person who practices homeopathy with the
Yes,
typical homeopathic laws.
yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of practice you people are having in in your Andhra?
As
Whether
of now, I am in Tamil Nadu, sir, but here we are getting a good number of OPD, IPD patients, sir. And gradually we are conducting the monthly, weekly, and camps and all. And NSS are there for to do the campaigns and all. So it's we are having a good time in the learning of the homeopathy aspects, sir.
what kind of government support you are getting from Andhra government in homeopathy?
Uh,
The-
from Andhra, actually, we didn't get any support, sir. Actually.
How many, is there any homeopathy hospital by government of Andhra Pradesh, or is there any homeopathy clinic in Andhra Pradesh with the government support?
Uh, no, sir, I don't think so. Actually, there are 3 government colleges, sir, in Gudivada, Kadapa, and some other.
That
There are three
means
colleges.
that if there are 3 colleges, definitely there will be 3 medical colleges. And
Three medical colleges, sir.
actually,
Yes, sir.
there will be it is a private or government support. Medical.
It's the government colleges, sir. But as per as the affiliate, as per as the study is concerned, it is pertained only to MD homeopathy, sir.
Oh, BHMS course is under there. It is not possible.
Uh,
Only those colleges which have this basic degree, BHMS, will be allowed to have MD courses in the future. So if there is no graduate course, definitely there will not be any postgraduate course, I think.
Rightly said, sir. Because in the 3 colleges, 2 colleges have MD sectors, sir. But one college is only pertaining to UG, sir.
Frankly speaking, you people are doing excellent job in research work, but in the meantime, you people have to work with the government to make popular homeopathy, make
Okay, sir.
popular among
Hope
the.
so, sir.
I know some of the doctors who are doing excellent job in Andhra, but the members who are practicing privately, I think there is
Yes,
a
sir.
research office also for the government from the Central Institute of Homeopathy, CCRH.
Gudivada, na, sir? Gudivada, right, sir?
Yes, that is in Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, sir. Near to our village, sir, Vijayawada.
Let's say, have you ever visited that area?
No, sir. As of now, I didn't visit it, sir, because my study has been pertained to first of all to Karnataka, sir. I did my BHMS,
Mhm.
and after that, I have written my AA PGT and went to Bharati Vidyapit. As soon as I complete, I have got the seat over in PhD and came to Tamil Nadu. So
Yes.
like that, it happened, sir.
That's a good thing, but I would like to suggest one point to you here, because those who are completing the degree and BHMS should know what is going in and around your place. So you should inquire about all those things in Andhra, and you should coordinate the Andhra doctors to do something for homeopathy also, so that
Yes, sir.
you can, you may be knowing that Kerala have more than 1,000 government run homeopathy clinics and 36 hospital, 30 to 40 hospitals, and 5 homeopathic
Oh,
clinics. That that's been such a, even
yes,
though
sir.
there are more than 15 homeopathic private practitioners also. On total number of practice homeopathic doctors here in Kerala is 15,000. Even though we
Oh,
only 3.5 crores of people living here,
yes, sir.
Kerala being a small state also, but still that much of growth in homeopathy is happening here. So I think Andhra being a big state, you can definitely try something for homeopathy from, because Ayush is supporting everywhere. The central government is supporting, their national health policy is that bringing all the systems in one umbrella, so that a patient can consult as per his will, whether he want to practice, want to participate, to have attention or treatment from homeopathy or Ayurveda. You can get it from one center itself. That is the national policy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you people need to go make some organization and meet the government authorities and particularly the health minister in Andhra Pradesh to start many homeopathic clinic as well as homeopathic hospitals, so that you people can be accommodated once you get the PhD. You people can do research work in by from state funding also.
Yes, sir. That is definitely I'm going to do, sir. I'll keep one of my goals, sir.
What I have noted is that most of the people, particularly ladies, are studying and then studying again and again, but they are not coming into practice. But in Kerala, the things are entirely different. Most of we have a lot of lady doctors having excellent practice, and there are some are specialists in some of the field, particularly infertility, pediatrics, as well as any other field. So,
Oh, okay. Nice to hear, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, I think it is time is about already finished, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And moreover, we are conducting research classes also, sir, in a monthly, say, in the monthly ones.
Okay, I think we can begin our. I invite Dr. P. Shaila to say vote of thanks to this session. Yes, doctor, you can say vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ganesh. Dr. Lavanya's class. I cannot attend the full class of Dr. Lavanya, but your class is very nice. The last part I heard. I express my gratitude for you on behalf of IFPH and me also. Very nice class. We will expect more class from you. Thank you.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Please wait. Tomorrow we will have a session from Dr. Vijayendra Kumar Pradap. He has presented 2 sessions in this forum, and as the subject will be utility of therapeutic approach in homeopathy. So this is all about today's program, and we are very happy to have such a wonderful presentation from Dr. Lavanya Sai. Thank you, the participants, for joining the session in time and enjoying the beauty of our presentation. Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
We hope that you will come out with some more presentation in the future.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
We will upload the videos of the same tomorrow evening, so that you can subscribe, as well as you can share it with your friends, and definitely you people can do a lot of things for homeopathy by sharing these things. Every day we are sharing nowadays. You can watch our previous videos in YouTube also.
Definitely, sir.
With that,
Definitely.
to the end of the day,